Anyway, I'm pretty sure these two classes are terrible right now. Hunter, I think, is the very bottom. Warrior's close to the bottom. The Druid's pretty good. If you just want to win though, you just want to play Paladin right now, I think. I know that, I actually don't think I even played a single game of the meta. The first meta. Where Paladin was super broken. I think they're still pretty broken, but they're not quite as big because they reduced the class card rate by a huge amount, I know. That's why we're looking at 3 neutrals right now. So anyway, we will see. Also trying something relatively new. I'm sitting on, instead of my chair, I'm sitting on a on these like little like inflatable ball things you have at the gym. So I'll see how comfortable this is after an hour or two. Maybe I'll switch back to my chair. I need to buy a new chair though. Anyway, I'm just thinking it's between these two. This is actually, it might be good against Paladin. Let's just try it. I think you just gotta take this. Threes are pretty good right now, but Druid has a lot of threes, I think, so I think you just take this. Between these two, I mean, what Druid spells are there? There is UI, I guess. Right. There's UI and there's Spreading Plague, I think. It's gonna be one of these two. I just take this. This could be good, but if you're a Paladin, I bet you'd actually take this, but it's just such a good win condition. Easy Phoenix. Ooh. Hey Cuddle Buddy. Hey Six Ginger Kids, how you guys doing? Weepy Motes, nice. I might need to switch back. They still haven't fixed it. Like on the new streamer dashboard, they still Bear Twitch TV emotes still don't work. It's kind of annoying. So this card's really good, but this card's also really good. There are not a lot of shamans, so I think you can play Hydra. There's also not a lot of mages, I think. A lot less than normal. This card has a 63% win rate. I think we take it. We do need threes at some point though, but that's a 5-mana 8/8. If this was Battlegrounds, this would be an easy pick. You have your what happened at work question, but I wasn't here. You think it's odd to pee in the same room as a coworker? I mean, when you in the bathroom? Or in a different room? Because that would change my answer to the question, I guess. Oh, can we actually take this? This is a beast, but I might just take this. We get Moat Lurker this. Probably just take this though. I don't know how many battle cries there are in the game right now, honestly. We already have a lot, which is bad for us. But we probably get at least beasts though. We'll try it. Interpret it as you will. I mean, it happens in my workplace a lot because we don't actually. It's kind of an issue. How do I put it? How do I put it mildly? We have a skewed gender ratio at my workplace, so basically the male bathroom is constantly full. So, you know, there's always people in there. Who's using the toilet so you peed in the shower? Interesting. We don't have, well, we do have a shower. We have a gym in our building, so we have a shower down there. But we don't have showers in most of our work bathrooms. Why do you have showers in your work bathrooms? Kind of awesome, actually. Kind of want that. Fine. We're kind of drafting too slow right now. This is good. This would be good too, but we weren't a druid. Was in her hotel room. You peed in someone else's hotel shower. Did they know about it? I gotta take this. So I don't actually know how this from what I was looking at, it seems like this meta is really tempo aggressive. Like you need to, because the whole meta is you're against a paladin and you just need to knock the paladin off board, which makes me think that Kraken actually wouldn't even be that good. But it's also a Kraken, so but we need two, so we might just have to take the Toad. Is it weird if I just like bounce on the bouncy ball like this? Or is that gonna give people like bad images? It's good that it's not that. Hey Varmy, how you doing? Is that a Pichu emote? Is that supposed to be a Pichu or a Pikachu? It looks like a Pichu to me. In either case, it's awesome. I think we just have to take this. We don't really seem like this kind of a deck. This should be fine. Imagine this has got to be better than this, especially given that we have this. You're getting all the late game. I wonder, is this just a thing? Like, do you just get offered too much late game? That's kind of what it feels like right now. But this is fine. This is great. Oh. It's gonna be one of those decks again. Yes, that's a Pichu. Nice. Why didn't you use the upper bowl of the toy while she uses the lower? That would probably be a little bit more awkward. I don't know though. Actually, talking about that, I had a weird experience yesterday because basically we had like a pressure loss in the water system where I live, and I flushed the toilet during that, and if you've ever heard a toilet sound like a giant like straw, because that was literally what it sounded like. It was like 7 a.m. so it was very shocking. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm gonna pick this. Actually, Hemet probably wouldn't be that bad right now. If we had like any Jades, I think I would actually take this, but we don't, so we should probably just take the taunt. God damn it. We literally had the dream. You're starting a new job next Thursday? Nice. Good luck with that. I guess. I want threes, but I don't really want this one. I want threes, but this is so much better. I mean, even this might be... We might actually have to take this. I don't know. This is still the best card, obviously. Let me check. Scalebane versus Chemist. Chemist actually has a higher win rate. That's interesting. I'll go for it because curve reasons. The toilet in your old apartment is running constantly. Yeah, my parents' toilet used to be like that. It's kind of an issue. Kind of want this, to be honest. We have enough beasts that we can always get a draw out of it. I'm gonna go for it. We won't always use it for draw, but we'll at least have the option if we need it. I don't think if we had healing we would take ghoul, but we don't. I don't think we ever take ghoul over fisherman because it's just better. Fisherman's just better, but chain gang might be better too. We don't have any spells. We might get one off of Nef, but why just go for the chain gang? We probably just have to take this. I think we just don't have a choice. Since we have the Marquee Shards, this is really good. Bomb Lobber is amazing. Another 3. You can also hear whenever anyone of your neighbors uses water for anything. Yeah. I live on the 2nd floor, so I think the people under me can hear anything I do, but I can't hear them. So, I don't know. At least they can hear me if I, like, you know, jump up and down, that kind of thing. So I try not to. No one's complained about me when I've been, like, even when I was streaming in the middle of the night, like, no one would complain though, so I think the walls are thick enough that, like, they can't just hear me talking and stuff, at least. So, there's that. You only have a 10-minute, it's only 10 minutes to school. Nice. New girl worked with us last week, and this week she doesn't have any airplane status. You have to wait 10 minutes to wait for her to get off. Why? So you always get on the front, and she's like way in the back somewhere. Yeah. We have a lot of battle cries, right? Not a... We have a fair number, not a ton. This is probably better than this still then. Card's broken. So here's the thing, we don't have enough 2-drops. This is our only dragon, right? So I don't think it's this, but we don't have enough 2s, and if we don't have enough 2s, this isn't going to be very good. So I think we might have to take this over that. It's not like it's a crazy Fungalmancer deck anyway. Definitely feels right. Because if you're skipping turn 2, how are you going to get good Fungalmancer on 5, right? You get Delta Comfort Plus. Nice. At some point I need to get a Delta card, credit card. I probably will in the next. I just missed when Amex had all their bonuses higher. I need to wait until they increase them again. Then I'll get one. And I haven't been flying much for the last year, so no, I'm never gonna have to travel for work probably almost ever. So it would all be personal, and I'm just, well, especially now, like my job, it's like if I can't work remotely, and unless I have like a really good excuse to, and also if I'm taking time off, that's time I'm not getting paid. So it's like I won't be doing it all that much. So he's probably just gonna hero power, but can't really stop it, you know. I don't think we pass. Question is if we dancing swords here. Probably not. Because if it was just a 3-4, I would maybe do it, but he might seal champions us anyway. And also, it's not only are we giving him a card, we also draw a card for him, so it's like twice as bad as normal. I guess we do this. I was gonna do this, but, sure. That actually just seems better. The Swede trains go everywhere. Yeah, how much do, like, if you're going to other countries, like, do you fly, you know, just around, I'm not actually that familiar, like, do you fly around, like, Europe if you're gonna fly around Europe, or would you go somewhere else? I mean, or would you just take a train too? The hell is that? Oh, I should turn deck tracker on, I forgot. 1 second. What secrets are in right now? I know, like...
Now how about...
So, well, it can't be Redemption, right? But it could be, like, the Divine Shield one. I mean, I think we're just gonna kill this and play the 4-drop. But I want to see, like, what secrets are in. I'll wait for that to load up. You'd probably take the train to Germany, but anywhere further you'd fly. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, it's like installing an update, so it's not gonna load. Oh yeah, right. Dude, this thing's right in the way, so I can't even see the stats. It's a 5-5, right? Or 6-5? The thing that was opening was literally in the way, so I couldn't even see the stats. That's a bit of an issue. It might have been better to play this over that. Okay, now deck tracker's on. I guess we play double 3. I don't know. I'm gonna have to restart it, right? It always does this the first time.
What if...
I think we just have to tempo as much as possible. Or the ferry. Dude, ferries could be really nice. I haven't been on a nice ferry, actually. I was thinking about when I was in Asia taking a ferry, because there's ferries you can take from like in and out of like China. Like you can take a ferry from like China, like Beijing or something, to like South Korea or Japan or something. I kind of wanted to do one of those, but it just didn't really make that much sense. We could play this. I think this will be better though. It's kind of suck. Poison's at least fine, because it means even if he makes it smaller, it still works, right? Divine Shield. I guess. And I mean make it smaller, like if he uses like another Dark Conviction or something like that. Yeah, that actually sounds like a really fun thing, like a ferry that if it's basically like, it would be almost like a mini cruise, right? Like, I guess I've been on ones like that, kind of. Like, they have them in New York. Because you can basically go and, Hold up. Thinking. Omega Will.
What if?
I think we just make this big. Like, they have it on the river around, like, Manhattan, you know, where you can basically... well, they just sell beer and stuff, you know. And it's like a booze cruise, basically. But for those, you're not actually going from point A to point B, you know, you're just going in a circle or whatever. Okay. So we could play this. We could also play this with Bone Mare. That might be pretty good. If we want a hero power, we can.
What if?
Hero power lets us take all these trades, which would not actually help us if he has a Prime Drake, but he probably doesn't, right?
Now how about? This'll be good.
Yeah. Oops, not that way. Let's see, maybe we can get a health spare part. No. We can taunt one. I mean, we can buff one. Just so at least something will survive if he happens to have 2 damage AoE. There's no consecration, but there is Primordial Drake. There's like arcade halls on it. Dude, that is awesome.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Holy crap, dude. Alright. So one thing you do have to worry about, I know, is he could theoretically have that card. Enter the Colosseum. Enter the Colosseum is the one that kills everything on each side of the board except for the highest attack minion. So we do probably want to worry a little bit about that. Anyways, we can think about, like, if we do this, we'd be playing into it a lot. But if we can, we might as well just play this, I feel. We can't get through, like, super cleanly unless we want to give up this. If we do that. So...
Time goes short. Now how about?
Mushroom power!
Yeah, no, it kind of sucks we're losing this, but to the direct trade, but yeah, I guess it's fine. We kind of played into it really hard, because if he does have Enter the Colosseum, he can literally kill everything. But Dino size. I could buff Dragon at the same time. What dragon? This dragon? Is he dead? He's definitely dead, right? Yeah. We gotta play this though. Nice. Gotta kill him with the Dire Mole. It's very important. I was gonna say Dino size. Yeah, Dino size could be an issue. I mean, he's so far behind though at that point that Dino size isn't gonna help him though, right? Ooh, we got an elemental. Nice.
forest fights back.
Always check for shield slam if you're versus a warrior. Well, you can't get shield slam right now. This might actually be good, but I'll still look for a 3-drop. Oh. Yeah, like, let me see. Nefarian is your opponent's class. Yeah. So, Paladin has a lot of ones. Druid does also have a lot of ones that you would play. We might just hero power.
This'll be good.
What else is? I think there's a lot of classes that at least do have some 1-mana spells in this set, in these sets, in the wild sets, because a lot of classes have something. It's annoying. Guess we play that. Hopefully Dancing Swords will be better than it was last game.
The light dims, but we fight. What you want?
Card quality of Paladin is just... like, he's... like, his deck hasn't even been that insane, but like, it's still really good. So even if we play the Mark of Yusharj, our guy still dies on board, so I guess we don't. At least we get heal value. Unfortunately, we were offered a half equal, but that would never, you can never do it that way anyway. Unfortunate. Are you doing solar?
When Earth moves, empires fall.
At least that's not active. So the plan is we play this, and then we get really salty when he immediately turns into a 3/3. I guess, right? We could like buff and kill this, but then it still dies. It's not worth it. At least Paladin's not really gonna punish this thing besides, you know, turning into a 3/3. I think that sucks if he does have a way to turn into a 3/3, either Uldum or the 2-mana spell. He kills both of them on board really cleanly. He could also coin Steed. Oh my god. Alright. That's not bad for us.
This'll be good.
Because all he really did with the cog hammer was force us to hero power. But we had a good play with hero power. So, kind of best case scenario for us. He also has a Steed. Oh, this is just gonna be every game, isn't it? We're gonna have to just take that trade, question is, I guess we could do Toad plus Rock.
What if?
Or we can just play Volcanosaur. Might be better. I think this is fine. I don't know, this might be... I don't think he's getting through either of these. It's just he gets a 2/6 and this doesn't threaten it quite. It's really just, which of these do we think is going to be better? And I don't know. Yeah, let's just do this. It's really close, I think. Volcanosaur might have been better against exactly Seal Champions. It's nice to get the rock out the turn before Dynasize, I think. I don't know.
What? They fell off a truck.
Okay, he's kind of running out of stuff. So these are the spells: Sacred Trial, Getaway Kodo, Competitive Spirit, and they still have it bugged. Like, I know Avenge is an option too. I don't care if he returns this, and Avenge is annoying actually.
Let's see.
I think because of Avenge, I think this actually isn't very good. We would Bone Mare this. We can't Bone Mare this because he has this guy. I think this is actually better.
Time goes short.
Oh. It's Sacred Trial. No. It's Competitive Spirit. Okay. That's fine. I think he's just out of steam, so...
It's getting hot in here.
Speak your peace.
Reporting for duty.
Seems fine. Do we? Yeah, we should have set up lethal. I mean, we have a Bone Mare too, so should be good. We're just taking those trades because it just makes it stuff a lot harder for him. Yeah, we don't have lethal because he can trade, but we have lethal with Bone Mare still.
Let me think.
So what do you guys think of the new mode, eh? You must still like Arena if you're in this channel though.
Reporting for duty.
If only we could get lethal with the Toad somehow.
This'll be good.
I don't know, for me, like, Battlegrounds, it's like, it definitely seems like it's interesting now, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not saying it is or isn't, but like, I'm not sure whether or not it'll have sticking power, if you know what I mean. Thought there wasn't a way Hearthstone could make you more salty than Arena, but they did it. Yeah.
Is in session. The forest fights back.
It's funny because, like, I don't know, like, part of what makes that mode almost more interesting is the fact that it's, like, so... Well, it's not, but it's, like, well, it's at the level where it's, like, so much RNG that it kind of evens out, you know? Which is kind of the direction they've been trying to take the actual game to. Like, constructed. Maybe we want this, actually. And we could try to look for, I don't know. This is probably fine. 2, 2, 3. This works. What's up, I too short? I don't know. I don't want, because to an extent, I almost don't even want to talk too much about like how the game is right now as far as like Battlegrounds, because like I think they're gonna change it a lot. And if he has his own Marquee charge, we would regret not killing that thing. Yeah, let's just kill it. Rule number 1 of Battlegrounds, your opponent's mama bears and junk bots always get hit last. Yeah. But it's interesting because like because I don't like what I was say is like I don't think it's fair to say like the game's figured out already, but like as far as late game, like it's really obvious what you're supposed to do, right? But you know, the challenge of the game from a competitive sense is it's how you get to late game. It's not, you know, it's not what are you supposed to do in late game, right? And I don't know, like they're gonna rebalance a few of the cards, I'm sure. Like they're gonna nerf like a couple things, like probably junk bot, and I don't know if they will nerf Mama Bear. They probably won't actually, but they'll probably nerf like junk bot for sure. The Magician doesn't really do enough. Wouldn't be terrible, but we get these 2 trades already.
Let's see.
So we do these 2, or we could just play this. I think this is fine. You think they're gonna nerf Mama Bear? Well, yeah, they can't, because I mean, what I was thinking was like they can't nerf it because it's ready at 6, but they can make it not give +5/+5. Maybe just make it be like +4/+4 or something. And, you know, maybe they'll do that. I don't know. Like it's not a problem right now, I think actually, but if they nerf other stuff, it's gonna be the strongest thing in the game. So they're gonna need to nerf it then. So they might just nerf it now rather than wait. Because I think they're gonna nerf Junkbot from 4 to 5, and I think they're probably gonna change something with they probably need to nerf something else in the, like I don't think they can just nerf Mama Bear. They probably need to nerf one of the other, like they need to nerf Amalgam. That whole Amalgam build needs to get nerfed somehow, I think. I think it's kind of a problem.
Now how about
Powering up! Portals online!
And also, if they nerf something else with the beast strategy, they probably don't even have to nerf Mama Berry. So, that's the other thing. Yeah, I should have saved that thing. I kind of had to use it, though. Hmm. It's kind of a problem. It's a good draw. Bone Mare is such a sick card. Like what, Rat Pack to 3? Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Feed you to master.
I don't even think... I'm not even sure that Rat Pack is that much of an issue, because like... The thing is, it's just limited by board space so much. It's probably overpowered in the early game though, so I don't know. I mean, I haven't played that. I haven't played it at all, so... I've just watched, so I don't know everything, obviously. I don't think we can just YOLO his face. We are gonna go face here. I think we're gonna play everything no matter what, though, so... They never have spreading plague, right? I think this happens. And I don't know. I don't think we ignore that. I don't know. I mean, if he has Prime Drake again, I guess we lose, but... I don't know, like, so, like, for... I don't know exactly what they can do, even. Like... But I feel like they need to do some kind of a... It might even be a Marauder. It's not the biggest thing, but it's like, just... They need to do something to make, like, Battle Cries slightly less powerful, I think, because, just every late game, like, I don't think it's fair to say every game is the same, but, like, every late game is the same, you know? So, if they want to make that more interesting, they have to change something, I think, but... I don't know, it might just not be that big of a deal. I don't know. Overall, amalgams are OP. Yeah. It's like, the thing is like, I don't think it was intended the way it's kind of played out, which is that, you know, you're supposed to be kind of interacting more with, like, poison and effects like that and taunt and stuff, but the game is kind of evolving into just being like everyone just tries to max stats, which I think is just not, and I think that's just not intended, you know? So that's kind of what I feel like they are going to want to change it relatively soon. But I don't know. Because that's kind of like the amalgams are like the thing that makes that the most obvious, right? Because amalgams are literally just, you just put every buff in the game on it, you know? Every tribal buff. What's up, Nico? Yeah, I haven't streamed in quite a while. I guess we start with this. The coin's a 2/3, it's gonna suck. Yep. What? Oh, god damn it. If we only knew. Oh no. If we only knew. Did we just kill this then, maybe? This is... God, if we only knew. I think we are gonna kill this. You don't understand Battlegrounds at all. You have to learn from a streamer. Yeah. When does it come out? It comes out on like Tuesday or something, right? It's too bad. It's too bad that it's not around for this weekend because I have Monday off, so I'll probably be streaming on Monday. Would have been nice to play it that day, but you know. Well, this is probably better than Ignapper, right? Yeah, maybe not. This is a 3-5. It might just.
What if?
This is fine. How's work? Pretty good. It's takes getting used to after. It's a massive change of lifestyle, but it's going well, so. Not sure if you knew that could never hit one of the death rattles. Because our death rattle was played second, so these 1/1s were never gonna die. Oh, I would explain. I guess he did know. That's a card.
Wanted, dead or alive. Speak your peace.
Okay. I think we might just die if we play Hydra. I don't know, maybe not. We take a lot though.
Now how
It
about...
feels risky. I think we can take the safe line, which is to do this. Next turn we have both of these, potentially. We'll see what we get off Portal, though. If he gives us a Fungal Mancer, we'll take it, too. How does it work? Whatever the first Death Rattle is played is the first Death Rattle to trigger. So, since his was played first, his Toad is going to spit before the 1/1s are summoned. So, like, if he were to play a Toad now, and we were to attack into it, then the 1/1s would have the chance of dying. Should probably just tempo out, right?
Now how about...
Don't touch the egg.
Delicious spider ichor.
Doesn't matter, right? I don't think it ever matters if you swap this. So I think either way, if you silence it, it goes back to a 3-4. Yeah, the order of death rattles, that's the stuff that they don't explain to you in Hearthstone. But it's pretty important. It actually was originally the other way. It used to be the opposite. It was the most recent death rattle goes off first. And that was really important because, like, in Constructed, every game was... everyone had Sylvanas in their deck, so it was a really important thing because it was really relevant a lot of the time. But,
Now how about...
not the biggest thing anymore. I think we're gonna play Portal. Huh. And that's a hell of a card. Could fungal these. We can also just take this trade and play this, but if it's
Time grows short.
I guess we just play this. I think it's good against all the secrets that you could have, it's good against. It's fine.
Wanted, dead or alive.
He's just trying to dig for something. He has an Arcane Blast. Oh, okay. This seems pretty good. It doesn't actually do that much right now, though. Still probably worth it.
Now how about
What lurks in the depths?
I think we just play this with it. Unless we think we need more power, but I don't think so. The taunt will probably protect something too. If we play an 8/8 or we play a taunt that protects our 6/2, you know, it's kind of gonna be about the same either way. So much for that. Hydra means I die to his volcano. Not guaranteed. Most likely though. So even if he didn't have this taunt, we still wouldn't have lethal.
now how about
How do we do this? Because we could do that. We'd probably just play this. How do we even do this though? The numbers just don't line up all that well.
let's see. Time goes short.
Have another dose?
Okay. I guess he didn't get anything. You thought it was 100% random, the death rattles? No. Definitely not random.
Lunara versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Be back in an hour going shopping? Alright, man. Do we, I'm not sure if I want this. I kinda don't. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean, I like this hand. If we had a 4/4 in that hand, it would be pretty good too. At least there's no Shadow Madness, so this never gets crapped on. You can make an argument for playing Living Roots on one too.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Well, we got kind of rewarded for not doing it. At A-Dub's 11 win match, the dude played 4 Bone Mares. Yeah, Bone Mare is good. The thing that's crazy is Bone Mare used to be 7 mana for the exact same effect. And that was, back then it was one of the best arena cards ever printed. And it's still really good, but it's not nearly where it was back then. Honestly though, even at 8 mana, Bone Mare is just really good.
It's time for a lot of blood.
So Excavated Evil is in the game Which means I kind of want to save this just to make sure we have something.
Now how about
How could that be 7 mana and not be legendary? Yeah, I don't know. That might have been like right when they were starting to experiment with the idea of having like... Because that card was strong enough that it was played and constructed a lot too. I think you saw Bone Mares in like constructed zoo decks. It was that good of a card. I don't remember if it was in Warlock Zoo. It was definitely in like Paladin Zoo. I don't remember actually. It was a long time ago. No! No! My evil plan. At least he didn't steal the Gloom Eater. I might just play the Gloom Eater now. Next time we can play Dire Maul with it.
what if
With the Fungalmancer, I mean. He might Spirit Lash us or something. What a surprise.
I love omelets.
We can Tall Strider Hero Power, or we can Mole plus Fungalmancer. Probably good to get the Fungal out.
now how about
So otherwise, if he has another Potion of Madness, we get wrecked. He probably doesn't, but you never know. I think we're just far enough ahead like this. Okay. Yeah, this is good, because we set up for this plus this plus this, and that looks pretty good right now.
this will be good?
I don't think we care about the 1/1s, I think we just want to pressure in. It's good we didn't trade. Wasn't thinking about Corrupted Seer. Corrupted Seer is always that card that like you just don't think about and you're like, guess I could have thought about that one. But yeah, I guess. If we do this, then we get blown out by Excavate Evil, so if we play this, then it's not enough. This is also better against Psychic Scream. We actually have no reach in this deck whatsoever. We have a Horse Rider, and if we have a minion, we have a Marquee Charge. Or maybe a Menagerie. That's it. Talking about cards that are plaguing Battlegrounds. I hear Menagerie is pretty good in that game mode. The good old Menagerie Amalgam thing.
Lunara versus Throne.
For Doomhammer.
The forest fights back.
Yeah, I don't think we keep this. I think we look for we have a bit too many good early game cards to not look for them, I think. We have enough like good 1s and 3s. But not so many of them that we'll find it if we don't mulligan for them. I mean, we might just not find them anyway, but yeah, that's another issue.
Well met.
Like, I wouldn't kill this over playing a 3-drop, but since we don't have a 3-drop, we should kill it. Because I mean, like, if he's is he getting hero power? Coin region to hero power? Like, is that his plan? I doubt it.
This will be good.
He has a respawn. I'm pretty sure Shaman has the respawn card in, right? Not sure. But if he does, it's gonna suck. Or that. Well, theoretically, problem is he might respawn that, but theoretically these trade, right? That's kind of why Bomb Lobber's a good card, but obviously if he has any heal in the game, we probably just lose. Damn, that actually worked. Damn, where is that kooky chemist we tossed? We just don't have a great play here. This play is probably gonna lose us the game just because we just don't have. We're missing too much mana on turn 6. Fungalmancer hero power. This is a good play though. And he can't even it's not even Primordial Drake turn yet. Yeah. Sometimes Fungalmancer is a really good card. Don't take the 7. I don't think it matters. We would have taken the 7 anyway, also, as it turns out. That's a card. If we can take this trade and bone marrow that seems pretty good. Probably do that. Only issue is we might get volcanoed, but we can't really stop that anyway, so.
What if?
He only gets 3 mana if he volcanoes. Yeah. Okay. Should we just play this? Maybe. I guess. I don't have many hopes for it.
The dark path is my destiny.
Well, it's unfortunate. We could have buffed this, but I think we need the taunt anyway, so.
I love omelets.
This will be good.
We have the Horse Rider Moat Lurker combo. Oh shit. It's probably gonna be our Moat Lurker. We're just dead, aren't we? We're too low. We're gonna have to trade. I don't know that we can win by trading, but this is our play one way or the other. 2 damage. I just think he's gonna have it. He might just AoE us again anyway, but I think this is a better chance than going phase. I think we're most likely gonna lose either way though. Yeah, we would have died. He could have set up lethal, right? Surely he could have set up lethal. I don't know. And we kind of need taunt. Wait, if we get this with taunt. This might still be better, I don't know.
Let's see.
Probably. You could also go for Wind Fury Stealth and just try to cheese him that way.
That's incredible.
If
They're not squelching.
time goes short.
That's incredible.
Are you kidding me? Oh. They nerfed Squelch? Not like this. Not like this. No. I don't know if I can play in this game. Hey bot, how you doing? Because I was gonna say, like, I thought I definitely squelched him earlier, but
I can't win them all.
and we're definitely dead. It's a bug, yeah. I saw something about that. I saw there was a squelch bug. I didn't know exactly what it was, so now I know what it is.
Lunara versus Jaina.
You asked for it. The forest fights back.
Last game it actually would have been really good if we kept this, but surely that doesn't happen again. He played that 3-mana 2/8, which is not a card you see very much, I think. You doing solid? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. It's a pretty good opening. We don't have any mechs, right? Mech Warper is literally our only mech in the entire deck. Unfortunate. I like this curve against mages because you have a 2/3, so you can't play a Flame Geyser on 2, and then your 2-drops will hopefully protect the 3-drop from the Flame Cannon, or we just lose the game right here. Hey, we just lost. Cool. This is probably literally game. I'm not joking. At least one streamer doesn't play Battlegrounds. Yeah. Oh, he didn't even take it. Oh. Well, he had the game and he just gave it back to us for some reason. That's always good.
I love omelets.
But the good thing is we're against someone that doesn't understand tempo, so we should just win, theoretically, unless he has an absolutely broken deck, which he might. That was a really bad play, too.
Don't touch the
We're gonna have to just, I mean, we could play this, but I think this is fine. I don't want to give him a card. His deck is obviously OP, so yeah, I don't want to give him card draw. But... Huh. Might play Menagerie. We can play Menagerie or we can play, I think no matter what, we're taking this trade. And that's whether we play this or we play these two. It's about the same, honestly. I'll take this while we have it. It's been very hard to get value out of this card. Is Dancing Swords good in Arena? Sometimes.
Special delivery.
At least he figured that out. Like, it's a good card because it's a good tempo card, but like the Death Rattle can lose you games too, right? So it's just, it's inconsistent, I guess is what you would say. Sometimes it's amazing, but sometimes it's absolute garbage. Horse him? What, you think Horse Rider instead of Ping there? Maybe. What? Oh. Order by opponent. Oh yeah, the bomb lobber first. Yeah. This guy's deck is just so good. What's the worst card he's played so far has been Hired Gun. The worst card he's played has been an above average minion, an above average curve minion. That is cruel. At least we know what it is. We have to hear power. Meteor incoming. At least he didn't Raven into the meteor. Raven as a meteor is the worst thing because you know what's coming and you can never stop it. Alright, so we have two plays. One is to play Nefarian, and then... Yeah, we could play Nefarian, but we're gonna die if we do that. The other play is to play Moat Lurker, and then we might actually... We play Moat Lurker and then we just hope that he can't kill it. That's our other plan. I think that has to be our plan, because if we play Nefarian, we're just gonna die. You know, he's gonna go face, he's gonna play his effigy, and we can't win. So we have to kill this before the effigy, I think. And we have to trade because, you know, this is literally the game right here. Or the Moat Lurker needs to at least give us enough time that we can play Nefarian, and then maybe we can, I don't know, we get UI or something. And maybe we win that way. Well, that sucks. So that's the effigy, right? Yeah. This was the card, so this is 100% the effigy. So we can't kill this because he gets a 6-drop. But we need to kill this so he can't kill this. But we can't. Like, a 6-drop is gonna end the game, so we just have to, like, let him have it. We'll see what we get here. Okay. We might just kill him. Unfortunately, we didn't get, like... Well, what can you even get? You can't get Pyroblast, right? So... I don't know, these were probably pretty good draws, actually. Shit, so he's gonna get this off of the effigy. Unless we take this attack first, which I guess we will. Because if we do this first, then he's going to... If we kill this at the same time as other stuff, he's always going to get the effigy off on this. So I think we hit this first to pop the effigy. That's a high roll. That's a high roll for us. We were actually one off lethal, right? We had... Yeah, we were actually one off lethal. I didn't even check, but we didn't have it. Because we had Flame Lance the taunt and then play both of these. We were one off. But if he got a taunt off of the effigy, we would have lost. So, also.
Don't worry, loves.
No.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
Okay. I think we just play these, and we're probably gonna play this too. We could play both of these, but I don't know. Like, we're not getting there quite, so. Oh, that's better. Ideal would be like health taunt. Cool. We're outvaluing him. Yeah, he was holding on to all these 2-drops. Apparently. Are you kidding me? That was literally the best 5-drop in the game, except for taunts, I guess. We might actually, if we get a 1-drop, we actually do fatigue him. We actually fatigue him. But are we just... Oh no, we win because we fatigue him, right? Well... But we can't quite... Oh, is it 50-50?
Let's see.
It's a 50-50. Well, it's a 50-50 on the bomb lobber unless I'm missing something. If the bomb lobber doesn't hit this, we can't kill this first, so it's just whether or not the bomb lobber decides to kill this guy. How is it not 50-50? Yeah, I think so. Okay, we win.
The cavalry's here.
Easy game. You thought Bomber dealt 5? Yeah. You thought it was Fireland's Portal. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we do. We can actually AFK and we still win. I mean, we have to attack his face at least. But not even close. Wasn't even nervous for a second. Kappa. How you doing, Zivik? Yeah, the way Fellweaver works anyways, you can always only fatigue him for one, because it won't over fatigue him, so bet you are right. But sometimes that 1 damage will be enough for lethal, but definitely was not there. Kind of unlucky game for the opponent. Kind of. I mean, he also had the best deck I've ever seen. Well, not the best deck I've ever seen, but it's one of the best mage decks I've seen this expansion. And it was his top deck Fireland's Portal when he was out of cards, so he kind of deserved it, I think. Man, we've had this mech warper like every game, but we just don't have any mechs for it. It's kind of unfortunate. We can still scare the hell out of people with it, though. See? It worked. You faced a mage with 5 Fireland's Portal. That's scary. Oh god. I guess we lose. Oh. Yeah, we definitely lose. We might get carried by our 5, so I don't know. Like, I don't even know if we play this is the issue. It literally doesn't do anything. I maybe should have hero powered this, actually.
Now how about...
It's not gonna do much later, either. To be honest, I probably should have hero powered this and just maybe passed even. But I don't know if that's good for us. That might not be good for us. Well. We'll see. Why didn't I hit the 3-5? Well, I don't want to take a lot of damage, because we're going to take a lot of damage, but...
This only works on the
The health is relevant. But depending on where the... This is usually what happens with Fell Cannon. Like, it's good the turn you play it, and then after that it's just RNG. So, we just lost the game. Great. I said we lost the game twice already. Could ignore it, actually. I don't know. We should probably kill it. He has upgraded Warlock hero power. I know, right?
You are not welcome here.
Kind of awkward. We'd be essentially bomb lobbering a 4-1 if we use it. So I know we could just like, oh, we can't play this because we need to hero power if we're gonna. Well, we could ignore this, but we kind of have to hero power. If we can leave this up if we just play like Hydra, I guess. I guess this is fine. I mean, we're really far ahead on board. It's just we're getting a Blast Crystal potioned and then we're gonna be really sad. Just stop losing. I know, right? Just win, lol. Forehead. Uh-oh. This is a problem. Oh no. Alright, 1 and 4, boys. Oh no, we're good. Are we good though? I feel like this isn't really a good long-term solution. It's really not. Like, we're not gonna win that way. So I think we have to take the 1 and 4. We just aren't gonna win that way. Well, we could win that way if he doesn't have 1 damage, because if he doesn't have 1 damage, we can trade. We're still not gonna win that way. We just go for it. Dude, we're so good at this game. That's not a defile clear. Okay. If we play Nefarian, we die to another Fellfire. I think that's too scary, actually. The Mind Shield isn't that good.
Now how about
I don't know. If we play something that would be so big that we would need poison, then we would just Moat Lurker it, so I don't think we need poison, but I don't know.
Shush!
the light does not discriminate?
Okay. Well, that's a card.
This'll be good.
Decent card. Why does everyone have that card? Okay, I think we're good. Defile won't save him from a 10-11. Yeah, it's good. We We beat the dishonorable opponent because we sniped the cheating snail. The snail cheat. He tried to win dishonorably. We actually have like almost no removal in this deck too. Well, we have a couple ways to kill a snail. Get some wins before you go. Alright, man.
The forest fights back.
You leave at 3:30. We'll get some wins then. By then, hopefully. I'll keep this against a warlock, I guess. I don't know. I guess, like, you know, I would rather not be playing warlocks in this meta, but if I had to choose between a warlock and a paladin, I would pick the warlock, so. This is fine, I guess. We'll have to be happy. Fine.
Smelly fish, yummy fish.
Fog? I guess.
Buying or selling.
Void colors should be banned in Arena. That card can be so gross. It definitely can be. The card that used to be gross in Arena was Dark Peddler, man. Dark Peddler back when I think I will hit. Back when Power Overwhelming was in the game, Peddler was so gross. Now it's funny because Peddler is like a neutered version of itself because there's no Power Overwhelming, there's no Soulfire. But still a good card. We kind of got punished, I guess, but I don't know. If we play the rock, then he's going to, we're always going to do this. Then he can kill this on board, but I think we're okay with that. If we want to deny that, we have to, like, play Horse Rider. Then he's gonna, he would have a full clear with Defile. I think this is fine.
Let's see.
If we do like Fly Oozer or something, he's still gonna have a full clear. Actually, he won't have a Defile clear if we play the swords. Actually, if we play swords, he can.
Let's see.
Then I think he won't have a Defile clear. But I think this is fine. Defile math is really hard to do. I might have made a mistake, but if you have a 4/4 against this board, if you have like these two of these and the swords, I don't think he has a Defile clear. But he would leave a 4/1. You would only leave a 4/1. Okay, well, he's going to take this trade anyway, so. We don't need to hear a part of that, we can just take the value trade. Is Godfrey in Arena? I wish I didn't remember that card, but yes, it is. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Glue Meter is better than this card. Yeah, it is.
Well met.
Pretty awkward.
What if? Now how about
Hmm.
Don't touch the air.
time grows short?
My thing is, if we play this, we give him a defile clear. I guess we don't.
A glorious invention.
Oh no. Not like this.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
We're gonna ignore that thing.
Giddy up! Giddy up!
You get to defile either way. You could think about keeping the divine shield, but he still has a defile because he has this guy on board. So doing it this way, he actually has to make this trade, and he gets less damage on our face through the defile, so it's better.
Computing.
I only have like 5-6+ mana mains in your deck. I think that's a lot for this meta. From what I was seeing, like people were drafting like faster than me. From what I was seeing from other people. But yeah, Arena, it's because like it's because of all the paladins in Arena right now. That Arena is all tempo, I think, right now. Well, you couldn't deal with 188, so this might still be better, but let's just do it. I think we're gonna kill the little ones just because it plays around like Unwilling Sacrifice, that kind of thing. Also another like more AoE buff. You like full trade? I don't think we need to trade there.
This'll be good.
Honestly, removing this wouldn't be the dumbest thing. Just face damage is so valuable. If I could develop a board that wasn't gonna die to a Fellfire Potion, I wouldn't do that, but I can't. So no matter what, no matter how much I put into the board, it might still get board cleared. So I think this is just better.
Relax. It's a party.
Hog! Oh, it's so good! Thanks for the follow in. And he is dead.
Mushroom power.
Easy game. Hydra carry. Yeah, Hydra's has been very good. It hasn't lost us any games, and it's won us a couple games already. It's won us at least 2. Maybe 3, I don't remember. Because That was like the ideal situation, right? Because if you have 30 health, then it's just a 5-mana 8/8. No downside.
Lunara versus Valera.
Watch.
It's even better than Fell Reaver
The forest fights back.
in that situation. Cobalt Drake will kill you. We're bad versus it. Well, we beat one the other. Wasn't it that game we beat a Drake? We beat a Kobold? But you're not wrong. The way we beat that card is we just get far enough ahead that it doesn't do anything. I'm getting so many wins without having the good Druid cards. We're basically just a neutral minion deck, yeah. I think a lot of decks are like that right now. Unless they're Paladin. It's too bad we don't have a play here that doesn't force us to coin. I think we are going to have to coin. I think passing is too weak. Well, if we hero power here, then we can coin a Hydra. So maybe that's better. Because Rogue doesn't have much removal right now. There's no sap, no assassinate. I don't think they have walk the plank either. So maybe we do just hero power.
Let's see.
I don't know. Yeah. I think we still do this. Caldera Drake? I mean, Caldera Drake's just a value card though. You're talking about the 6/6, right? The mage one? Or you're talking about Bone Drake? Like, if you're losing to the mage one, the one that lets you hero power as many times as you want, that just means you're really far behind. So you would lose to anything if you're losing to that card. That's a good draw. That was it the best draw in our deck? I think Chemist might have been better. Because Chemist would have let us kill the Yeti. So yeah, Chemist was probably better. But that was like the second best draw in our deck. Okay, this is a pretty good Fungalmancer, I guess. Thing's kind of annoying, but it's still fine, right? Rogue doesn't really answer this board. Skulker only works on undamaged minions. Imagine if Skulker was everything, though. But it's not. So I don't think he's gonna value trade, and that means we're free to play the Hydra. Even if he does value trade, we still have the Living Roots to finish it off. So we'd still be fine. And we have Hydra into Volcanosaur against a class that probably isn't gonna be able to remove it. So
How long can this go? How long can this
I guess we'll use a switch here. Switch does the same thing as a Living Roots, basically.
mushroom punch? Bottoms up.
If he has a removal, we'll cry. But they have Spellstone, right? I think they have Spellstone, so that's like the one. But if he Spellstones, it's probably his whole turn, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. The Rogue Spellstone is the one where it's a deadly shot basically. Kill a random enemy minion. If you upgraded it's 2 enemy minions, but you don't see it upgrade in Arena very often. You just don't usually have enough death rattles for it. You upgrade it by playing a death rattle. The nice thing is, since Rogue doesn't have any betrayal effects right now, we can actually play this if we want to. I think we're gonna play this over it though, most likely. But depending on what he played, it might have been it might have been better to play these two. But here I think we just... no! Our perfect game! He's ruining our perfect game! This makes this kind of an option, but this is still probably better. Attack is fine, since there's no betrayal. Death Rattle probably just doesn't do that much. It doesn't do more. My thing is like the death rattle might have been better just to maybe we don't actually want him to pop the Threshodon, but I think we'll be fine regardless, especially if he's taking 8.
I enjoy raiding.
I don't think that's gonna save him. Oh. Might save him. I mean, it does save him. This would be a much harder turn if we had to worry about betrayal. But with all the removal he hasn't had, I don't think he's going to suddenly be able to deal with this board. Oh, he has a heal bot one. Okay.
Well played. I can't. Well played.
Yeah. He just had a slow opening, so he just got snowballed pretty hard. I'm gonna go for a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And we are still in queue. How many wins are we at? We're at 6 or 8 or something. This is this is probably it's not surprising that many people wouldn't be playing Arena right now, but this is a bit early to have a long queue. But again, it's probably not too surprising.
Lunara versus
Yep.
Arthas.
Paladin, what a surprise.
The forest fights back.
I would think about keeping the Hydra, but going first not having any plays is probably a bad idea. Also, Paladin's the best class in the game at countering it, so even more reason not to. Oh god. It's only 3 buffs. And Eggnapper should be probably one of the best 3 drops against this Paladin with hand buffs, so... Oh god. Not like this. Yeah, I'm gonna play this because if we play this and he has Seal Champions, we lose the game immediately. Could actually, well no, if we pre-bump he pops it. I guess the problem is like he can take this trade now. Yeah. Either way, it's bad for us. I think we do this, but it's like because Seal Champions would lose us the game, and this is like worse, but I don't know. We're gonna shoot something. We could clear him. But I think I'd rather just do this. Pressure him. Like if he's gonna Divine Shield his Nerubian, we can Bomb Lobber it. Because he might have like a Cog Hammer or something here. He still has 1 buffed minion, yeah. So this is perfect for us. It's exactly what we wanted. We kind of baited him into that play. Next turn we play the taunt. Just try to keep pushing damage. Although he's gonna steed us, but I think we just let it happen. He steeds, it's gonna be a 6-9. Nice. Alright, this is the button. Forgot I changed the button. But I don't know, I don't think we trade here. Maybe he doesn't have it. Kinda sucks if he has an answer to it, but ideally we would have gotten like health poison, I think. We can get punished for not attacking, but I don't think we can go into it right now.
sun has set for me.
You gotta pay up.
Do we care about this at all? Oh, he could buff it, I guess. He could dino-size it, but that would be fine.
This will be good.
I think we just want to push all damage. If he has another steed, we'll lose. Or that. Yeah, I mean, if we knew exactly what he had, maybe we could win this game, but we would have had to literally know what his hand was. I think his deck is just not going to lose. Ooh. Sucks we have to trade. Maybe, you know, if this can somehow live, then maybe we have a chance, right? Doesn't show what he has, like 4 minions in his hand, I think. There's still a chance we get like Bone Mirror and Nefarian to bail us out. So, there's that. Like Bone Mirror's lethal right now. That works.
This will be good.
So the nice thing too is he can't even pop this right now. It's just whether or not he can kill this. If he has a buff of any kind or even that, that works. His deck is just too good. Now we need Bone Mirror gives us some kind of a chance. No, we're dead. This could never save us. We're dead in 2 turns. So.
Well played.
So you know what? I don't want to queue into that guy. I'm gonna wait just a few seconds. We're not gonna beat that guy unless we get like Dire Maul into Mark of Yusharge into like we have to get our perfect draw basically. That's just how this meta is right now. It's like you go against a paladin that has everything, you're not gonna win. So I think like honestly the way to beat them is just pretend like they don't have steed and just you win if they don't have it in their hand, right? But they're gonna have it a lot of the time, so unless you're really far ahead, then you can play around steed, but like we just weren't in the position to. We still beat him if he doesn't also have the Primordial Drake.
Let the hunt begin.
The forest fights back.
Look for the 3s. Okay. It's good to have this card. We don't want to have it in our opening hand, but it's a good card to have at least. I'm gonna start with this. Our turn 2, like, even if he plays a 2-3, you know, it's worse against a 2-3, but our turn 2 is most likely going to be weak to it anyway. This gives us, because I was gonna say we're gonna have to play these, but since we got this, we actually have another option. This is still better, I think. So we can coin this when he kills one of these. 9 wins from now. And we're against like one of the worst classes, so
It's playtime.
we have a chance. Only thing about coining is it means we can't play a 5 next turn, but I think that's fine. There's a good chance we'll have a beast on board for our turn 5 still, which means we might actually get the menagerie on curve.
I wonder.
Toad Hero Power. Yeah, Toad Hero Power is probably going to be good enough on 4. Still like to draw something better, but yeah, like this should still be better. There could be some reasons for taking this trade. I think in general we don't though. It doesn't make sense when you have a 2/6 blocking it, right? Like we could get punished by... Punishes would be Fungalmancer and Grievous Bite to some extent. That's about it. Or Menagerie Musician, I guess. Yeah. This is why I put this in the middle, because I wanted to be able to definitely buff this, and then I wanted to have the choice between buffing these two. So, it's like a very important positioning thing there, actually. The worst thing is when you have the best Fungalmancer, but the 2 minions you want to buff are the ones on the outside, and you can't get the buff you want. Yeah, that spell is Grievous Bite, but yeah. I think it might have been more important, honestly, to position for the fungal there. I don't know. If you had it, then might have said something differently afterwards.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
I think this is fine. Could pressure him, honestly, but... I feel like if we just take him totally off board, we should be fine.
This'll be good.
Yeah, I think we could be more aggressive, but I think we're so far ahead we're gonna win no matter what. Probably. If we leave him more tools, it's probably more... gives him more options to swing the board somehow.
I wonder.
The reason Hunter is pretty bad right now though is like they don't really have ways to swing the board. Especially not if they don't have a board, so if we do the Menagerie and we buff here, it's really bad for us actually. But if we buff here, it's pretty good because we can double trade here. But this probably is the point where we just don't take that risk. We probably just play the other stuff. I don't know, it's probably fine, honestly. Yeah. We're just a little weak to another Prime Drake, but Prime Drake would actually put him like not. I wouldn't say ahead, but it puts him like kind of even with us.
I wonder.
Definitely no Prime Drake. Have I been on a holiday? Well, the way it is for me now, when I'm on holiday, I'm gonna stream more, not less. So, and actually this weekend I have a holiday, so I'll stream more this weekend. But yeah, I haven't been streaming as much recently. I will try to be streaming, like I'll definitely stream on tomorrow or Monday too, but I'll try to start streaming at least a couple days a week again. But I can't promise much more than that. Of course. Last time we threw this thing away, we lost the ability to immediately buff it, so... What could we have done? We could have buffed the Toad, but we didn't really have a value trade available to us, so... We could have value traded into the web spinner, but...
The dark path is my destiny.
Oh, this seems fine. We can't really save this, can we?
What is
No. Not without bone marrying it. We could do. You know, alright. Maybe we bone marrow something else though. Yeah, it's probably more makes more sense. Is bone marrow beast? I do not believe it is. It'd be nice if it was, but no. I think cards that buff other cards are almost never have a tag. Like Houndmaster is not a beast, you know. Menagerie Magician is not a beast. Cards that do tribal buffs tend to not be tribal themselves. Like Zubat is tribed, but it's a mech and it doesn't buff mechs. I think that's kind of one of, like, they just don't tend to print stuff that is something that also buffs itself, its own tribe. I think that probably is just for, like, balanced design, safety reasons. You have mechs that are buffing other mechs, you get into, it's much easier for things to snowball out of control.
Lunara versus Gul'dan.
Your souls shall be mine.
the forest fights back?
The 2-mana 3/2 adapt a Beast Hunter card, the Razor Maw. Yeah, that's an exception. And that's an insanely powerful card. I think we keep this in. Having like a 1-drop that's this good plus hero power is kind of like having a 2-drop, and also if you draw a 2-drop you just win, kind of, so. It's a very good opening. Normally this opening would be very weak to Hellfire, but Hellfire doesn't exist, so. It's still very weak to Defile, but, you know. We'll see, if we can trade something off, then we won't get automatically cleared by Defile. That's a problem. I don't think we take the 50-50 here, because we're gonna do this next turn potentially, so.
So many possibilities.
So he could clear us with Defile. I don't think he would do that though, but you know, he would just be left with a 1-1 that becomes a 3-1. It would kill all of our stuff. Okay. I don't think we can rely on a 50-50 here.
Delicious spider ichor.
Good thing we didn't. What's the punish if we ignore that thing? We could probably push face there, to be honest. There's definitely some risk to it though. Could be like a health buff even.
Have another dose.
Yeah, I guess we would have gotten punished, right? Because he would have killed the 4/4 and then we wouldn't have gotten the trade. So it's good that we traded.
Have another dose.
Play the 8/8. Boo. We have too many smorks in the chat. So he pretty much would need to blast crystal this, but if he blast crystals it, you really don't want to blast crystal on turn 5. Not that you never do it, but you would much rather not, right? But he would pretty much be forced to if he has it, yeah. So we forced that out of him. I think we do this while we can actually, this card's a liability against Defile, so we can put this out in a situation where it doesn't automatically get us full cleared by Defile. I think that makes it pretty good right now. So the issue here is that now we actually do get full cleared by Defile if we are gonna play like anything with 3 health and we don't trade here.
Let's see.
How long can this go on? How long?
I think it'd be a little crazy to not play this. We might have to pre-bump. Like, either we have to pre-bump or we could hero power it, so at least if he defiles, he's gonna lose this guy too. I think it's fine if we just pre-bump.
Time grows short. This'll be good.
So like, if he has like 1 damage, he can still, you know, get a Defile clear, so I'll hold back the Stalker, I guess. Just in case, but Defile can deal so much damage to Hydra. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. I think it usually doesn't though. Like, usually it's not, especially if you're at 30 health. Like, both times against Warlocks we've been at 30 health, so it just hasn't been a concern for us, but that definitely can happen. That can be a real issue. I guess technically we could play the Firefly here. I was holding it back for a Defile, but if you do play the Firefly, he could play a 1 health guy and then clear with Defile. Oh, that's an issue. Forgot that card also exists. Oh, guess we go in now.
This'll be good.
Abyssal is broken. Yep. It's kind of the annoying thing because, like, you know, we hold back for... I guess we were holding back for Abyssal a little bit too, but, like, it can happen when you're playing around Defile and then they happen to have Abyssal, so you guess wrong and you just lose because of that. It's an issue. That can happen sometimes. So we can't actually kill the Abyssal. We probably just lose now. We needed to basically get Moat Lurker that turn. Moat Lurker was lethal, but that was like our only out, I think. Maybe like Bone Mare would be enough. Bone Mare, or maybe if we get lucky with Bomb Lobber. Something could work there. Are you actually trading? If you traded, we would have just gotten another turn. Another turn to find Moat Lurker. Well, I guess then Moat Lurker wouldn't be lethal at least, though. We need taunt because we're literally dead. I mean, we lose, right? I'm trying to think like what gives us the best Hail Mary chance. I don't really think there's anything though.
What if...
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how we can win anymore. Like, he has to, like, leave up our 7 power, and then we need to get Moat Lurker. That's just how we win. And so he's double trading with the big guys, he's gonna take that trade, yeah. So he's taking that out away from us, so... Doing the Divine Shield incentivized him to trade the other way, but... Yeah. And he has more taunts, but we cannot win. And we would have gotten it too. I'm technically not dead, I guess. It was a really bad trade by him. Given that if he didn't have another taunt, you can kind of justify it, but given that he had another taunt, yeah, I think it was just an unnecessary trade. And we have a Nefarian, so, you know, maybe I don't think we can come back anymore, but, you know.
This'll be good.
That would be,
Can't win them all.
that would be it though. He missed lethal, did he? Yeah, I guess so. We had minions on, yeah. He traded into our 3-3.